The following is an exclusive presentation of Ravens Productions.
This week on Ravens Report, the calendar is turned to December and the Ravens are making a push towards the postseason. We sit down with guard Marshal Yanda and head coach John Harbaugh. Plus, we partner with Make-A-Wish Foundation to make one special Ravens fan's dreams come true. All of that and more on this week's Ravens Report.
Flacco takes the snap, throws it inside the 5. He's got Mark Andrews. Touchdown Ravens!
One play at a time. Win your one-on-one battles, and we'll win this game. Be great on 2. 1, 2. Be great.
Ravens on 3. 1, 2, 3. Right.
Welcome to Ravens Report from the Under Armour Performance Center. I'm Erin Hawksworth. The Ravens won their second straight game last week in dominating fashion. It was fun to watch, wasn't it? The Ravens once again relied on the rushing attack. Their 145 rushing yards per game ranks 4th in the NFL. And running back Gus Edwards produced a second straight 100-yard rushing game, the first Raven to do that since Justin Forsett in 2014. This week, the Ravens traveled to Atlanta to face the Falcons, who have lost 3 straight, including a primetime loss to the Saints on Thanksgiving. Before we preview this week's game in Atlanta, let's go all access to last week's win as Coach John Harbaugh was mic'd up for a critical matchup against the Raiders.
60 degrees and spectacular in Baltimore for a Week 12 showdown between the Ravens and the Raiders. We have a sensational day for football with the playoff picture on the line.
Got a good day for him. I'll tell you what, it was 20 degrees in practice on Thursday here. I believe 20.
We all have an opportunity today. What are we going to do with it? When we're all on the same page, no one can mess with us. That's the bottom line. So let's go. We got 6 more. Starting today. Let's go make a special season. DB's on 2. 1, 2.
DBs. Good teams handle their business. Good teams win the games they're supposed to win. We are at home. Take the next step. The worst thing in the world you can be is mediocre. Ravens on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, yeah. Let's go. Do it all out. Keep throwing punches. Don't let up, all right? Don't let up.
Oakland has gone 79 yards on this drive so far. 12th play of the drive coming up. Backs in the power I. Give it to Martin. Leaps over top, and he's in for a touchdown. A 12-play touchdown drive, and the Raiders come east and set a tone to start this game. Johnny Townsend's punt will be fielded by Cyrus Jones at the Ravens 30.
Go, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it.
He's at midfield, down the near sideline, 40. Oakland 30, leg race 20, 10, 5, touchdown Ravens! 70-yard punt return for Cyrus Jones.
Yeah! Yeah! That's business right there!
Time!
Way to get it done! Hey, that was some great blocking right there. I think I might have scored on that.
You would have got
10 years ago.
And that is the first return touchdown of the year for the Ravens, and that is always a big difference maker as the Ravens take the lead for the first time today.
I told you it was coming. I told you it was coming.
Ravens won the opening coin toss, deferred. They'll have the ball first here to start the second half.
Let's go, O-line. Take care of some business right now.
Jackson in the shotgun on first down, hands it to Gus Edwards. He's got a seam, crosses the 45 out to the 48-yard line. He'll get 9 yards on first down. Give us a time. Montgomery sweeping to the left. He's to the 15, the 10, and he's down to the 5-yard line of the Raiders. Ty Montgomery makes it 1st and goal. Ravens enjoying their longest drive of the day. 13th play coming up. Play action. Jackson sprints to the left, tucks and runs. He's in for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson. He went bootleg and untouched into the end zone.
That's a great drive. Lamar, great way to make it happen. Hey, way to make it happen. That was beautiful. Great job, O-line. Yeah, how about that? How about that? You called it. You called it.
5:09 to play, third quarter. We're back to a field goal different. A lot more drama than this crowd was in the mood for today.
Go, Maurice! Get there! Get there! Get there! Get there! Get there!
Third down and goal. Jackson throws complete. Crabtree has it for a touchdown. Michael Crabtree on the quick slant, and Lamar Jackson found him in stride.
Yeah, way to make it happen. Way to make a play. Great job. That's good stuff right there. Way to get it done. That was so big. So big.
Sun has set on the rest of the stadium. Now the Ravens have to make sure the sun sets on the Oakland Raiders, who came to town today with a 2-8 record, but looking for the upset.
Right now, D, let's go. Right now, let's go.
Ravens have not forced a turnover in this game. They've gone 18 consecutive quarters without a forced turnover. And the odds say the Ravens are due, if not overdue, for a turnover. Carr takes the snap. Pocket collapsing. Carr is hit. The ball comes loose at the 40-yard line. And the Ravens recover. Terrell Suggs picks it up on the run.
Score! Score! No! 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 Put it away!
He's looking for someone to lateral. He's at the 30, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Terrell Suggs!
Yeah! 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 Woo! Yes, sir! That's what we needed!
Hey! Oh, yes, man. Hey, somebody was like, hey, I'm finna pitch. It was you. I'm finna pitch that. When you took off, I'm looking for you. You just think you're Ed Reed now? I know.
The Ravens take down the Oakland Raiders. 34-17, our final score.
Hey, how about those Ravens, huh? How about those Ravens? Yeah!
Coming up next on Ravens Report. Last week, the Ravens partnered with the Make-A-Wish Foundation to make one special Ravens fan's dream come true. Frankie joins the squad next.
Jones, the return man for the Ravens. Good punt by Townsend to the 30. Jones had a steam to midfield. Jones with blockers down the sideline. Jones inside the 20. And he will go! Touchdown, Baltimore! A 70-yard return.
Cyrus Jones, Baltimore City, punt returner, cornerback. Yeah, the play was crazy. I was just on the sideline. I remember talking to Crabtree and Willie Snead, and I was just like, I bet y'all I run this back right now. You know, shout out to everybody that was blocking on the play, because it wouldn't have happened if they wasn't doing their job. So, I mean, it was just fun to get in the end zone and celebrate.
His first career punt return touchdown. And they'll pose as the Ravens have their first lead of the day.
It's definitely been a tough journey, whether it was my rookie year going through ups and downs, rehabbing back from my ACL last season, and trying to find a home here. Sunday was just a testament to, you know, all of my hard work and the Ravens organization for, you know, giving me another opportunity. Anytime something good happens, you always want to build off of that and use it as motivation to do better. I mean, I always feel like, you know, I should make a big play every time the ball's in my hand. So just using that as motivation to stay sharp, stay aggressive, stay confident. You know, every time I'm back there about to catch the ball, from here on out, just try to be consistent and do anything I can do to help my team win, you know, because we got a long stretch ahead and we're going to need everybody.
It's great to see a local kid making such a big impact on the field. Welcome back to Ravens Report. I'm Erin Hawksworth. Throughout the 2018 season, the Ravens have constantly been working the waiver wire to add players to help this year's team. But not every player is the same, and not every roster move is equal. Last week, the Ravens signed 16-year-old Frankie Colarofisi as the Ravens partnered with Make-A-Wish Foundation to make Frankie's dreams of signing with the Ravens a reality.
Hi, Frankie. It's Coach Harbaugh of the Baltimore Ravens. Got some exciting news. We just drafted you. We've made you our #1 pick. You are now a member of the Baltimore Ravens. We're expecting you here next week for practice to put you in there with our offense, with our defense, and see what you have. How's that sound? Can't wait to see you. The guys are all fired up. It's going to be a great day. So welcome to the Ravens. See you soon.
You've been somebody that has been on our radar for quite a while as a player and as a person, and we are very excited today to offer you a one-day tryout contract be a Baltimore Raven. I need you to execute it with your signature. I'll sign it, and you'll officially be a Baltimore Raven for the day.
He was a normal kid. He was playing for 3 different soccer teams at the time before, we found out this happened. He was getting headaches all the time. He was vomiting. And then we wound up getting him to the eye doctor, and that's when they seen, he had something wrong. He had a nice sized tumor on the back of his cerebella. No kid deserves any disease, especially for a kid. It was a tough road. I'm glad he gets to do this. It's going to brighten up his day, and we're thankful for it.
He always tells me never give up or something, and that keeps him going.
Frankie, what's going on?
So you can take that.
Welcome to the Ravens. New quarterback. You ready to do this? Let's throw a touchdown for me. Let's go.
You're throwing it right to that guy right there. He's going there. Boom. Okay. And then
Tight end behind you.
Yep, you're good.
You're gonna throw me the ball? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna run 5 yards and run an out route. You gonna throw me it? All right, let's do it, bud.
Let's go, Frankie.
Frankie, we see you.
Guys, we got a new quarterback. We just signed him today, Frankie. Welcome. Great to have you here, man. It's great to have. It's an honor. Yes, sir. We're fired up, right?
Hey, Lamar, that was better than you, man.
Ready? Right. Hit.
89.
That was awesome.
Great
dude.
job, buddy. You know what it means to be a Raven, right? And there's a lot of people out there that love the Ravens and are part of the Ravens, and Frankie's one of them. And we're proud to have you as part of the Ravens, right? We're gonna do Frankie on 3. 1, 2, 3. Frankie!
And now introducing our honorary Raven from Dundalk, number 19, Frankie Colarapasi. Let's hear it for Frankie.
Still to come on Ravens Report. In the middle of the Ravens offensive line, Marshal Yanda is clearing the way for the Ravens' resurgent rushing attack. We sit down with the 6-time Pro Bowler next.
Close your eyes. Think about your greatest achievements. When you were on top of the world. When you couldn't be stopped. When nothing could go wrong. Now think about what happened before those moments. When you were done. When you were counted out. When you came up short. Did you think this was going to be easy? Has it ever been? You have to earn everything. Nothing is given. It's not getting easier, but we're getting stronger.
Welcome back to Ravens Report. I'm Erin Hawksworth. As the rushing attack has improved throughout the season, the offensive line has been anchored by 6-time Pro Bowler Marshal Yanda. And it's hard to believe this is Marshal's 12th NFL season. After missing most of last year with an injury, Marshal is back, and he's creating lanes for Gus Edwards, Lamar Jackson, and the rest of the Ravens rushing attack. As one of the Ravens' veteran leaders, Marshal is hungry to return to the postseason, and he knows for the Ravens offense, it all starts with the running game.
Marshal, thanks for stopping by. I want to start with the run game. In the last 2 weeks, it's really become one of the more effective run games in the NFL. What's the joy that an offensive lineman feels when you're able to run the ball that effectively?
I think it's just being the aggressor. I think that, being able to run the football, you're coming off the ball, you're getting, vertical double teams, you're getting after guys, and it's just us being able to be aggressive in our play. When you run the football, you wear out a defense. So, it's what we love to do, and obviously, it's complementative. It helps everything. It helps the pass game. It helps the defense. Keeps us on the field. So there's just so many good things about it, and we love it.
Another young guy we've seen that's been a part of this run game is Orlando Brown Jr. in his sort of addition to the line in recent weeks. What's impressed you most about him?
I like the kid's energy. I like his approach. I could just tell from a young age that the kid loves football. He loves everything about the game, and just the energy that he brings every single day. And he's a positive energy guy. He's not going to let too many things get him down. He's going to get beat. He's going to work on. He's going to get better. So I just like the kid's approach.
With him and Ronnie, do you feel like an old man at
For
times?
sure. I mean, when the entire offensive line, like, obviously with James Hurst being injured, it's a young group out there. You got Ronnie, Alex, Skura, and Orlando. And we've done this before, and they give me a hard time about it. You add up their years, all to combine, and I still got more years than them. 3, 6, 9, 10 with Orlando since he's a rookie, and I'm in year 12. So I still got 2 years on 4 of them. So I'm old for sure, but I feel fortunate to still be out there and still having fun and still playing the game that I love.
Speaking of that, and it hopefully feels like a lifetime ago, but last year had to be a challenge. Not just because you injure yourself, but you're away from what, as you mentioned, you love doing. Over the course of that process, was there ever a moment where you thought, maybe I shouldn't push to get back? Maybe this is kind of somebody telling, or my body telling me something?
Not with that one, just because that one was a bang-bang play where I just got rolled up and hit from the side. And, it was just a clean break with the, the fibula. So that one, I just immediately, I felt, the desire to come back, to get back 100% and play. And, I had my surgery down in Charlotte, and Steve Smith was down there. He came and seen me, and he was like, hey, as the little man in the back of your mind, like you said, the same question, the little retirement man thinking, hey, is this enough? And I just didn't feel that. I still had that really, that desire and that drive to play. So that didn't come in my mind at all. I was definitely wanted to get back. I felt I'd been through so much to get back 2 years ago that I still wanted to keep pushing.
Any time away at this stage in your career, though, I'm sure does create that appreciation for playing, but also for making a run. Based off of what you've experienced earlier in your career and then in recent years, how much are you just driven by the ability to maybe get back to the postseason?
I mean, that's what we're all here to do. We're all here to win, and I feel like this organization has won for a long time. We're it's a winning organization, and winning is the standard. So we've won a lot of ball games around here, and we've won a lot of playoff games. And have been fortunate to be a part of one Super Bowl win. So that's the standard. So I mean, obviously. We want to get back there, and it's fun playing in the playoffs. It's fun being relevant in December and being in that hunt and that chase. And then when you get in the playoffs and you get fortunate enough to get there, that's just icing on the cake, and that just keeps driving you further and further. So I mean, it's exciting.
What's going to be required in this stretch to make that a reality?
Just taking care of today, taking care of what we can control. So 1 game season. We're looking at Atlanta this week. Road game. Try to tell the young guys, and for me too, you put the blinders on, you control what you can control, and right now is our preparation for the Falcons, and that just needs to be, first and foremost.
Marshall, good to have you back.
Thank you.
Fun to catch up.
Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thank you.
man.
Still to come on Ravens Report. Last week was John Harbaugh's 100th regular season victory. But now, all of the coach's attention is on the Falcons. We preview Sunday's game with the head coach coming up next. Welcome back to Ravens Report. The Ravens play an unfamiliar opponent this week, the Falcons. The last time Baltimore played Atlanta was back in 2014. The Ravens will travel their #1 defense to Atlanta and hope to take advantage of the Falcons' 28th ranked defense. The Ravens' 14 rushing touchdowns are tied for 3rd most in the NFL this season. And that's something John Harbaugh is pleased with. He sat down with Garrett Downing fresh off his 100th regular season win to look ahead to the Ravens matchup with the Falcons.
Coach, thank you very much for the time. I want to start with Lamar Jackson because everyone around town is excited about him and is talking about him. So for you, these past couple of games, how much fun has it been for you to watch him do what he does?
It has been fun. I mean, he's a great player. All the guys, you're always excited to coach for when players do well, especially young players that are doing it for the first time. It's just a great thing. But more than anything, it's just winning. I mean, we've won the last 2 weeks. It's the thrill of victory, right? And the thrill of victory, guys put so much work into it, and it means so much. And then just the way the guys are doing, it's something as a coach, that's what you work hard for.
We talk so much about Lamar, but it's interesting when you look at your team, particularly on offense, he's not the only rookie who's playing a really significant role. You got Orlando Brown, you got Mark Andrews, Hayden Hurst, now Gus Edwards, an undrafted rookie who's run for 100 yards in back-to-back games. What is it that makes this rookie class so special?
Well, they are special. I mean, they've done a great job. We're playing a lot of rookies. I mean, we're playing rookies on offense, we're playing defense, special teams. You tell them they're not rookies now, and they're not rookies now because they've had a lot of work, and we need to win with these guys. But I'm very proud of these guys. I think the coaches have done a great job with these guys. To have this many rookies playing, and to be in the hunt like this, I think speaks a lot really to the whole situation. But mostly it speaks well for those guys, and I'm proud of those guys.
I want to ask you about the defense a little bit, particularly Matt Judon. On Sunday, he had 3 sacks on 3 straight plays, and that was great. But what did you think when he ran in the tunnel? Where did you think he was going?
I saw the wired thing, and I thought I knew exactly what he was doing. I mean, I knew he wasn't leaving. I knew he wasn't going to the locker room. I figured it was a celebration. Then I had visions of the Salvation Army red tub and all that kind of stuff, and popcorn and stuff. And I asked the official. I said, "That's not considered a prop, is it?" First of all, I want all the celebrations to be legal. We don't want to jeopardize, our field position. We don't want to jeopardize the game. They understand that we have good guys, but if you're going to do something new or whatever, make it good. We make it good. I actually thought that was pretty decent.
Yeah, it was fun. This defense as a whole, right now, they're ranked first in the NFL in yards allowed and points allowed. Obviously, right where you want to be. Now, next up, you got Atlanta, some really good offenses, Kansas City on the horizon. Do you get the sense from these guys that they're eager for these matchups against some of the best offenses in the league?
I do, but let's not forget, we played a lot of good offenses too. We look at all the offenses we played so far that have put up big points and big numbers and all that kind of stuff. So we're not going to be intimidated by anybody. We are looking forward to it, the opportunity to play whoever we play on the schedule. So it's going to be a challenge down there in the Dome. They got weapons all over the place. They have one of the premier quarterbacks in the league. Our guys get that. Let's go play our defense, let the chips fly, and see what happens.
Well, I can't wait to see that happen on Sunday. Hey, Coach, thanks so much for the time. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Garrett. Thanks.
The Ravens' top-ranked defense will have its hands full with the Falcons' explosive offense. Wide receivers Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu, and Calvin Ridley will test the Ravens' defense that has given up a league-best 4.7 yards per play. They're explosive, and the Ravens will have their hands full. This week is the first of 2 straight road games, Sunday in Atlanta, followed by next week in Kansas City. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we're back next week talking about another Ravens victory.